Hey guys, welcome to Azeroth Gaming. Today we're going to talk about the Destruction Warlock and my current Destruction build. I've been using this build for all mythical content this week, and I'm confident you're going to love it as much as I do. So basically I want to preface this macro by saying I expect that you know a little bit about Destruction Warlock. I personally use the guides on Wowhead, Lock One Stop Shop, and Icy Veins. Lock One Stop Shop is amazing, gives you the most up-to-date simming content for Warlocks. Each have their own input into the Warlock Destruction, and I love it. So absorb it all. So I use the WoW Lazy Macros forum page for GSE to track all my changes and add-ons to the macro. You should definitely visit it. The link will be down below. This has been a project I've worked on for months, a day or two here and there. I have a one-button macro within the forum that has also served me well. However, I want the utmost possible best damage per second, and to do that I decided I wanted more control. So that has led to several changes in the way I develop my macros, and for now that's what I'll be presenting today, the most up-to-date changes to my Destruction Warlock macros. So my macros are split up into 3 different damage macros and 1 Voidwalker tank macro. I'm going to go over each one of them in detail in a nice concise manner in this video. If anyone is wondering about what kind of programs I use and what my setup is, I suggest watching the last video I posted. Alright, so let's get started. So the first thing I want that you might notice about my macros is that Cataclysm is always on the Alt key modifier and Immolate is always on the Control key modifier. I took these off my key press and sequence a while ago because I needed more control when I cast these dots. Anytime I waste recasting Immolate on a target that has 10 seconds, 5 seconds of Immolate left, whatever, it's time wasted. So I do not want to have to deal with that. And lose damage because the macro just keeps casting Immolate randomly for whatever reason. I tried a bunch of adjustments, they didn't all work. So in that line of thinking, Cataclysm is also made to be casted on a modifier key, because I need it to be under control, specifically the control modifier key. The more control I have in those 2 spells, the better pacing all my other spells have when I'm casting them. So they're on the modifiers for that reason. The other reason Cataclysm is on the Alt key is because I want to prevent as many issues as possible with tab targeting. Basically, when you cast Cataclysm, you're aiming to the ground, and from the ground, Cataclysm appears. Specifically, the mouse cursor is where you're aiming at. If you're moving your character, clicking an ad, avoiding mechanic, whatever, soul stoning your friend to res them, and this goes off right afterwards, you're screwed in terms of DPS. The foreseeable future. I don't want that to happen. So I put it on the Alt key modifier in order for me to multi-dot and tab target with Immolate once Cataclysm falls off, about 15 to 18 seconds later, whatever it is. I use Control key for the Immolate modifier. And essentially, it's served me amazingly. I hope it serves you well as well. So let's get into the macros. I have 3 macros that are for DPS. The Builder macro, Incinerate All. Basically, it has those modifiers. It casts Summon Inferno, Conflagrate, which boosts up your Incinerate. It repeats Incinerate. It casts Channel Demon Fire. And then it has Firebolt and Shadow Bite of your pet abilities baked in there. So every time you go for an ad pack, it's going to be immediately attacking that with you, adding that to your damage immediately, which is great when you have to kill enemies very quickly. And there's a lot of situations like that. The second macro is called Destruction Bolts. Essentially what it just does is it casts your Summon Inferno, Conflagrate, Chaos Bolt, Channel Demon Fire, casts the Firebolt from your imp. That's it. It has amazing burst. Before you use this, I suggest that you try casting Havoc right before it. Finally, we have the AoE Destro macro. The AoE Destro macro basically casts Rain of Fire, Summon Inferno, Cataclysm, Channel Demon Fire, Conflags, Incinerate, Firebolt, and Shadow Bite. It is meant to be self-sustaining on a sustained AoE fight. Just aim your mouse wherever the enemy pack is, and you should be fine. And those are the basics of my 3 damage macros. So, that's the Destruction Warlock. using GSE and patch 8.0.1. Please remember to like and subscribe. My forum link is in the information window below. My next video is going to focus on the balanced druid macro that I have been developing over the last few months as well. Thank you all for coming along. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye bye.